Hello everyone, I'm Debbie Esplin, and I wanted to talk to you about what is shamanic healing. Every culture around the world has or has had shamanic healing and shamans as part of their traditional systems. However, in the Western world, a lot of the shamanic healing traditions were lost. Celtic shamanism is still around. Those traditions have not been lost, but much of the Western world no longer really has very many people that know anything about the old shamanic traditions. There are still many cultures around the world that do have shamanic traditions, the Aborigines of Australia, Maori in New Zealand, the native peoples of North America as just a few examples. But very often these cultures do not do healing work on people outside their group. So their healing services are not always available to other people around the world. That's where core shamanism comes in. There was an anthropologist named Michael Harner who was studying shamanism, and he studied it all around the world in many, many, many groups, and realized that there are certain practices that are identical. There are variations in other practices, but there's a core of practices that are the same in every single shamanic tradition that he looked at, and he looked at many. So he extracted those out, put them together, and created what is called core shamanism. And that is a type of shamanic healing that can be given to anyone, no matter who they are and where they are in the world. So I have trained in core shamanism with the Foundation for Shamanic Studies. That's where you learn it. I am also training in Celtic shamanism at the moment, but I'm not finished that training. So the shamanic healing services that I would offer right now would be core shamanic healing services. So what is shamanic healing? Well, basically, the shamanic healer journeys to the spirits, to compassionate spirits, and works with them to bring back things that a person is missing, or remove things that a person shouldn't have, that they don't need, that is not good for them. And that's kind of or to ask questions of the spirits. So shamanic healers work with compassionate spirits to help get the person be in balance with what they need and remove what they don't need. So some examples of these services are Power Animal Spirit Friend Retrieval. Another thing that shamanic healing does is remove energies that do not belong to you, or negative energies. This is called extraction. Then there is retrieving soul portions that have been disconnected from you, usually through trauma or abuse or some kind of very difficult life circumstance. And there is also passing power to help people build their power. There's also a work called Psychopomp, which is where you help spirits that have passed but are still hanging around our world transition to the upper or the lower world, which is where spirits are supposed to go after they pass. So that would be the main work of a shaman, and in the process you can ask questions of the spirits and sometimes get answers. Sometimes you can visit ancestors of someone and get answers as well. Shamanic healers work with compassionate, helping spirits. They do not work with dark energy, or they should not work with dark energy. And the goal of shamanic healing is to heal, not harm. There are some things that shamanic healers do not do unless they are a trained, certified medical professional, and should not do. They do not diagnose, and they do not treat. They do not offer medical and psychological services unless they are registered in a medical or psychological profession, and that's different. But most of them, like me, I'm not a doctor or a psychiatrist or a nurse. I'm not a therapist, I'm a chiropractor, none of that, physiotherapist, so I do not offer those services. I do not diagnose, and I do not treat. I tell people they need to go see a registered medical professional if that's what they need. What I do, and what shamanic healers do, is they work with spirits to help the person with spiritual healing. So that is what shamanic healing is all about. If you want to know more, get in touch with me, send me a message or an email, and I will get back to you, and we will work out what would be the best thing for you. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope this has cleared up some confusion, because a lot of people don't actually know what shamanic healing is. So there you go. Have an amazing day, everyone. Bye.